Hi everyone, this is Carolyn from Known as Nutty Crafts, and today I thought I'd do with you guys some biscuits for dogs. So what you're going to need, of course, is a mixing bowl, your rolling pin, one or the two, doesn't matter which one, whatever cookie cutters you want to make or decide design-wise, pure pumpkin. You can find this in the baking section in your grocery store. 2 cups of flour, or purpose flour, half a cup of peanut butter. So I've have everything measured out. Your oven needs to preheat at 375 degrees as far as that goes. So what we're going to mix together first is we're going to take this, which is about a cup. I use the whole can in here for them. And now these biscuits, if you keep them out, they're good for a week out on your counter or in a container. If you, of course you'll be making a lot here, you can go ahead and you can freeze them. So that's what I do, is I do a little bit, take some out and I freeze them in different, container sizes, and then take a little bit more out because they're really nice and soft. They're not hard. They don't get hard on the dog. They're not hard biscuits. I'm trying to get every little piece, every little bit of this pumpkin. Okay. And we're going to start with the pumpkin and the peanut butter. And again, it's about a cup of pumpkin and a half a cup of peanut butter. Your choice on the peanut butter. I don't do crunchy. Whatever brand you want to use, that's up to you. What you want to use. Oof. Peanut butter likes to stick on everything. That's good. What we're going to do, we're going to mix this up first. So that's why I said this or this. You can do a electric mixer if you want, but I just find for this mix is really easy, the pumpkin and the peanut butter together, and I'll show you. See, it mixes really easy. So we add the flour. There's no lumps or bumps in this because there's nothing chunky, so to speak. So it makes it really easy. All right, then we're going to add our 2 cups of flour. We're going to add a little bit at a time, maybe about a cup each time, and you just mix it up. This is the fun stuff. I'm wearing a navy blue sweater and I'm dealing with flour. That's going to be fun. Now there's tons of recipes out there. I find this, my dogs love this. We made it this past Christmas for the first time. I have 3 dogs. My daughter has 3 dogs, so we made a whole bunch. And we just made the cookies different sizes. So it's whatever you want to make. If you have bigger dogs, you want to make bigger ones, make bigger ones. Smaller dogs, smaller ones. I'm doing, I guess they're kind of considered small in a way. Just because this way I can give them the whole cookie, not having to worry about breaking it up, if it's too much. And like I said, they love this stuff. So this is what it's starting to look like. It's not going to change that much in color. It's just mixing it all together. And I like the wooden spoon because I can kind of mash it a little bit on there. The whisk, it may get stuck in there a little bit. Same with your blender. We'll just pour the rest of that in. Make a little hole, put it in there so I don't have all the dust flying from the flour all over the place. I keep thinking I'm going to wind up looking like a snowman with a blue sweater. Peel it off my spoon. And I'm just folding it in and mixing it in. Folding and mixing. And And it gets tougher with all this flour in here. It gets harder and harder to mix. So what I'll do sometimes is I'll take my hands and start using it. Plastic gloves you might want to use so you don't get all the flour stuck on you. Because we know how that can be. You got to make sure you scrape the bottom because the flour likes to go to the bottom. This is when the old hands come into play. Because with my hands, I can kind of roll it around and squish it to help mix it. It doesn't really stick to you now that it's at this point. I don't do it when all the flour is just pulled in there. And I kind of try to get all the flour from the bottom, turn it up. See all that flour is still on the bottom? And of course, make sure you wash your hands before you do this, which I do. And keep as much pumpkin in here as I can. There we go. And it starts forming like a ball, which is what's nice. And it's nice and soft. So I squeeze my fingers in there, again, to help mix it up, turn it around. It's like playing in Play-Doh. All right, so see how it comes out nice and white? Not white, orange, I mean. I meant to say there's not white on there. So I'm using one hand. Let me move this out of the way. Just kind of kneading it a little bit, just to make sure I got it all mixed in. Okay. And of course, if you're doing this on the counter, you're going to need flour. So let me just wash my hands a little bit. Get some of that pumpkin off, and peanut butter. And of course I put my flour away, thinking I wasn't going to use it anymore. I forgot I need it for rolling. So let me grab it out of there. And I like just take a tablespoon and I'll just put it down. And then I'll move it around with my hand. Just a little bit flour on your counter. And then you're going to roll this out. Put some on my rolling pin. Get my towel out of the way. You're going to roll this out to be about 1/4 of an inch thick. And this rolls really easy, as you can see. It's not like some of your cookie dough where it's hard to roll. I'm going to go off the counter there. Change our direction. Good. So that's about 1/4 of an inch. Take your cookie cutters. Make sure the sharp side's down. You can see this has like a little rim here. This is the sharper side. And you're just going to start taking your cookie cutters and just cutting. Now my pans, you can spray your pans. I have these mats that I put on, splat mats. Everybody calls them different. You're going to put your cookies about 1/2 inch apart. Now they're not going to swell up or expand or anything. So you can put them a little closer if you want to. Let me get that out of there. And I do some circle ones. And I just start putting them on the pan. So see? Oop, they slid. So it's kind of hard to show it on the angle. Let me get some cookies on here. I'm just doing random things that are easy for them to bite or me to give to them. I have a little Christmas tree. I mean, I have all kinds of cookie cutters, but these are ones, they don't really know if it's a Christmas tree or not, but it's one that was easy to give to them. So that's what I'm trying to do, is just pick some small ones. So they're not getting a lot. It's just a nice treat for them, is what this is. And like I said, you can keep these in your refrigerator for about a week. Then after that, they're not going to be good, but you can freeze them. So let me get some of these cut and I'll come right back. Okay, I still have more to cut, but I have 2 trays full. I have, at this point, 80 cut. I still have more down here to do, but we're going to go ahead and put these in the oven at 375 for 12 minutes. All right. Set your timer. Bam. And as that's cooking, what I like to do is I like to continue cutting my cookies for my dogs, the treats, and I'll just set them off to the side here, so that way when that batch is done, I already can go ahead and just place these on the cookie sheet right away. All right, so we'll come back and see how they are. Hey everyone, the treats are all done. Fresh out of the oven. I'm literally picking it up off the cookie tray and placing it on my cooling rack just like that. And you know what? I got some little mouths over here that are anxious to test it out to see if they like them, which I know they will because they've had these before. So shall we see if they like them? Hey girls, this is Sky. You want one? Oh, good girl. This is Kai. Hey. Oh, and here comes the little one. This is Gia. Good. So dog tested, dog loved. So go ahead and subscribe to my other videos down here. Check out all my other crafts, my recipes, and I'll see you next time on Nona's Nutty Crafts.